That's pretty cool.
You saved us, Mogulu. Thanks. If you hadn't thrown Melchior off balance, we'd all be dead.
I settled my own affairs. Nothing more. But if you want to thank me, I accept gifts.
I take it back.
He couldn't hurt those flowers. Was that his oath?
No. That old fool loved flowers more than anything else. Far more than he did any living human. That's all there was to it.
I suppose even a legate can never fully control his heart.
Same goes for a witch. Sometimes living can be the hardest affliction.
Have the 4 elemental Empyreans awakened?
Who knows? But anything that would sleep through that isn't worth our time.
Better watch your mouth or they'll smite you. I can feel a shift in Inominat's domain.
Yeah, all 4 of them have awoken. Inominat has been pushed out from the Earth pulses.
Humanity's amplified resonances will diminish, and many Malachim will regain their free will. The Exorcists will likely lose a good chunk of their forces.
Eleanor, have you lost your ability to fight too?
Sorry to disappoint, but I can still see you. Evil demons, Malachim, and witches alike.
You know where he is.
I can feel him. His body has left the Earth pulses. He's somewhere above the Empyrean's throne now. Artorias is with him. However, Inominat is pushing back against the other Empyreans with incredible force.
If the 4 are defeated, we'll lose our last chance. No time to waste.
Let's go. It's time to end this.
Yeah!
Alright.
The mountain doesn't appear to be erupting, or doing anything else, really. I'd say that's a relief.
Were Melchior's claims only a bluff?
I'm not convinced. Most of his threats had as much truth in them as he could muster.
With the 4 Empyreans revived, the land is awakened. Changes in the Earth that once took eons will now happen in a few hundred years.
A few hundred years?
The mountain will erupt, but not for a long while.
A long while to a human, maybe. But compared to the history of the land, it'll be a blink of an eye.
But Inominat is the Empyrean of suppression. Who can say what will happen when we kill him? Well, it's not like I care anyway.
I think we should care.
Melchior sure was strong, wasn't he?
Yeah. If it weren't for Mogulu's help, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
But you saw the opening she gave us and took it.
Did you want to be the one to finish him off?
If it mattered to me, I'd have fought him alone. We all had our reasons to fight him. The opportunity just happened to be yours. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
If Melchior had only manipulated Ifrid for personal reasons, then that would be settled now. But he was acting based on his idea of reason. That creating a world without malevolence was worth the cost of destroying people's free will. Ifrid won't be avenged until I destroy that very philosophy.
Your business with the Abbey isn't done.
Not even close. You all could just sit around twiddling your thumbs, and I'd still take the heads of Artorias and Inominat on my own. If you want to be the ones to finish them off, you'll have to beat me to it.
You're on.
I'll fight with everything I've got. That's all I can do.
That's plenty.
Alright. Oh.
I really don't mean to pry, but I've gotta know. Does it feel good to pinch all those souls out from your stomach?
That's kind of a gross way of putting it.
I have to agree with Velvet. The way you put it sounds so inappropriate.
I'm pretty sure that was her point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why so cranky? I was only asking to see if you were getting hungry or not.
Then ask that in the first place.
Are you? Hungry, that is.
I do feel hungry, now that you mention it, but I don't think it has to do with losing those souls.
Then why is it?
Maybe my appetite is increasing as Inominat's suppression weakens.
Yeah, I'm suddenly feeling hungry myself.
My stomach could start growling at any moment.
I have been thinking of nothing but delicious things to eat for a while now.
I bet Mogulu only brought it up because she's feeling peckish herself.
No, that's not the reason at all.
That settles it then. When we get back to the ship, you can take guard duty while we eat.
I'll make a quiche and pudding.
I'll cook up some penguin and tomato stew.
Ooh, I'd love to try your cooking, Madam Eleanor.
Let's get back to the ship. Getting all fired up about food. I would never... I would kill for a big bowl of sweet Calegian-style borscht!
Then go find me some peaches.
Why peaches?
Because you can't have Calegian borscht without peach pie for dessert.
Really? Right. Glad they warped us out of that place. God damn it. I forgot that we ain't got the we're on back to town. Keep me out for a minute.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Velvet.
I'm here on orders from the boss to help you guys out.
We could certainly use it. How are things back in the city?
I came here from Helives, so I don't know how far the suppression has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Helives as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Mercio?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial, could you stay and help them out?
As if you even had to ask.
Well, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now get going already. Benwick and the crew are making preparations in Helives right now.
And to think we were gonna kill you when we first met you. Man, that's a lot of money. Where we go now? Go to the Imperial Throne and again. Guess we gotta walk back, huh? I don't want to play fishing, about that. I completely ignored that minigame for this whole playthrough. Let me go buy some teleport. Ah, shit. Get out of here. Yeah, we might well buy. I didn't even think about that. They're buying the warp items. Alright, what is this? This is where I need to go. Ship. Port Zeston.
Welcome back! I take it you defeated the Legates.
Yes, but that still leaves Inominat and the Shepherd.
Onward ho to the last battle! Oh, I picked up something nice for you. Here.
Excuse me.
An apple?
It's a fortune apple. A good luck charm. No real powers, but they're hard to find. Legend has it, they're pretty lucky.
A fortune apple.
But we're the bad guys, aren't we? Maybe what we need is bad luck instead.
I think the Reaper's got that covered.
Aw, that's just mean.
I appreciate the thought. Thanks, Benwick. I love apples.
Just don't eat it.
I couldn't eat it, even if I wanted. Wait a moment. That's right. My power to consume is a part of Inominat. If that's true, then...
What is it?
You want a bite? Delicious fortune apple.
No way. That's a good luck charm.
That it is. One to give you the courage you need to survive.
So, where's our final destination?
Port Zeston.
Sail for Port Sexton.
Right.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Aye, aye, sir.
Scout ship. Just don't eat him. Got it?
I won't. Don't worry. Do you think that with Inominat's power waning, people will be free again?
Well, the pirates are acting like pirates again. May take longer for others, but I think it's happening.
What do you think of traveling around to see for ourselves? I'd like to know what's going on out there.
I'd like to meet the elemental Empyreans, if I could.
That's not a great idea. They're all in various Earth Pulse points, but where those are is a mystery. They could be very far off.
And they might not view us as allies.
Yep, gods live by their own rules. Our business with Inominat probably doesn't concern them.
You're right.
It might be wise to scope out the situation before our battle. As we go around, we might find out more about what Artorias is up to.
I'm guessing this is supposed to be like the, do side quests part of the game.
So, what was it you needed to say to me alone?
Where's Laphicet?
He wanted to stand watch with me, but I forced him to get some rest.
After all this fighting, he needs it.
I owe you. That kid always tries to play the tough guy.
Just like the one who named him.
He's nothing like me. His motivation comes from hope. Hope. The wind is nice.
Yes, the world may teem with hardship and sadness, but it's also filled with beauty. The endless ocean, the islands in the south, even the frozen tundra and the mountains that spew fire.
It is. And humans make their home among all that beauty. This is the world that Laufey always yearned to travel. I finally understand what he saw when he sat looking out over the ocean. Eleanor, I have a single favor to ask of you. If anything happens to me, take care of Laufeyset.
What? Is something the matter?
The power possessed by the Therians and Innominat is fundamentally the same. I have a theory. No, theory is too rational. A different part of me, something separate from my hatred, wants me to do something. It wants me to leave this world with hope.
Wait, you don't mean...
Humor me, okay? If the worst happens, I'm counting on you.
I understand. You have my word. I'll look after Laufeyset. While I'd love to take advantage of this momentary weakness, I can't. My oath is to obey your orders until my dying breath.
I'd almost forgotten about all that. Good thing I kicked your butt after all.
There. Red flag.
Well, the suppression field is gone.
And in its place, rampaging demons.
We expected that. Thanks for everything.
I only did what I felt like doing. Who needs thanks for that?
Let's go. We have a fight to finish with the Shepherd.
Innominat's power may have weakened, but I think that'll only cause more of a stir in the cities.
Without the Abbey's exorcists, the people will have a hard time quelling demons.
Are you crying?
I'm simply coming to terms with reality. I've learned to think for myself rather than let others do the thinking for me. It's painful and frightening, and comes with great responsibility. But this is who I am now. It's on me to own up, face my fears, and keep moving forward.
You're a piece of work, but I don't mind having you around.
Yes, I'm not weak like I used to be.
No, you aren't.
You don't have to bear the weight of the world alone, though.
I understand that. I will do only what I can.
You always say that, but then you end up overdoing it, right? If you push yourself to the limit and it's still not enough, there's no shame in relying on others.
Rokuro, thank you so much.
You realize you just thanked a demon, right?
I'm aware of that.
Alright. I'm thinking right, this should be the